Good afternoon, boys and girls, and welcome to Reading Time. Today, we are going to talk about the reading skill retell. And what does it mean to retell a story? It means that you are able to tell what happened in the beginning, in the middle, and at the end of a story. Let's listen to this story. The story is Bear Feels Sad, and it was written by Karma Wilson, illustrated by Jane Chapman. Here we go.
By Karma Wilson, illustrated by Jane Chapman. In the deep, dark woods by the Strawberry Vale, a big bear lumbers down a small, crooked trail. Bear's tummy growls as he looks for a snack, but it's cold, 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 so the bear turns back. He is not home yet when the sun starts to set, and the bear feels scared. Bear shakes and he shivers as the storm starts to howl. Bear mutters, "What is that? Are there spooks on the prowl?" The path gets dimmer and the sky grows gray. Bear looks to and fro, but he can't find his way. He huddles by a tree and he wails, "Poor me!" And the bear feels scared. Meanwhile, back in the warm, cozy lair, friends start to worry for their poor lost bear. "It is late," Mouse squeaks, "and our bear doesn't roam. There's a storm," cries Hare. "Shouldn't Bear be home?" Wren tweets from his perch, "We must all go search. What if Bear feels scared?" The friends bundle up and they begin to prepare. They form a search party for their lost friend Bear. But Bear is all alone and he sheds big tears. There's a noise in the forest and he feels big fears. Bear trembles in the wind, how he longs for a friend, and the bear feels scared. Badger lights a lamp and he shouts, "Let's go!" All the birds search high while the rest search low. With a flounce and a flutter they set off together. They trudge down the trail through the wild, wet weather. They call, "Ho, Bear! Are you there? Are you there?" And the bear feels scared. But he perks up his ears. Is that Mole calling out? Is that Hare's voice? Does Bear hear him shout? Wren, Owl, and Raven all squawk from the sky, "It's Bear! He's there!" They sigh big sighs. By a tree waits Bear 10 feet from his lair, and the bear looks scared. With a flap and a flurry, all the friends gather near. They give him bear hugs. They calm his bear fears. Later in the night, all clustered in a heap, the bear spins stories while his friends fall asleep. Cuddled up tight, they snore through the night, and the bear feels safe. The end.
That was a great story about friendship, about how poor Bear was out in the woods and he was so scared. But then his friends, they realized that he was missing and they thought he even might be scared. I love it that they went to look for him. And then I loved how the story ended, how he wasn't scared anymore and he was with his friends. So that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about what happened at the beginning of the story, what happened in the middle of the story, and what happened at the end of the story. So when you think about what happened at the beginning of the story, what do you remember? Well, I remember that Bear was all alone in the woods and he was very scared and it was getting dark. And poor Bear. So I'm going to draw a picture of Bear being scared. And I could even draw, oh, I thought that was going to be longer. I'm going to draw some arms for Bear. I'm going to draw some legs. And I want you to notice that his face, that's a scared face. And I could also write this word. I could write the word scared. Let's see. Scared. Scared. And now what happened in the middle of the story? Well, I know at the beginning Bear is very scared and he's walking around and he's wondering what is going on. So then in the middle of this story, we see that his friends decide that they are going to find him. So I'm going to draw an eyeball or an eye, and this eye is telling me that his friends are looking for him. So here we go. I'm going to put little eyelashes on there. And since my eye is blue, I'm going to turn my iris blue. That's the color in your eye is called an iris. And we know that in the middle of the story, his friends are looking for him. And then what happens at the end of the story? Well, his friends find him. And how does Bear feel at the end of the story? Well, he doesn't feel scared anymore. He feels safe. So I'm going to draw a picture of Bear and I'm going to put a little smiley face on it. Because if you feel safe, you feel happy. So at the beginning of our story, Bear was scared and he was in the woods. And then his friends went out to look for him. Here, let me get the legs in there. And he feels safe. And at the end, our friend Bear, he feels not scared, but he feels safe. That's how you retell that story, the story of Bear Feels Scared, by telling us the beginning, the middle, and the end of the story. Now it's your turn. I want you to go back to Seesaw, and I want you to open up your screen, and I want you to tap on this light bulb. This light bulb, these are the activities that I've assigned for you. So tap on the activity, and then you're going to see, well, you'll probably see one or two activities, but the activity for this story is right here. It's that same sheet that I did for you, and I want you to tap Add Response. And then when you get there, you'll get a chance to do some drawing. And I want you to draw a picture what Bear looked like at the beginning of the story, and then what happened in the middle of the story, and then what happened at the end of the story. And when you're all done, don't forget to tap the check or select the check, because that sends it to me so that I can see that you got your work done. So don't forget, when you retell a story, you tell the beginning of the story, what happened in the middle, and what happened at the end. Thank you, kindergartners, and I will talk to you tomorrow.